Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back, or welcome to The Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. And as always in all my videos, please take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. I'm talking today about the rabbit hole. That slow, slippery slide back down. For some of us, all of a sudden, we wake up at the bottom looking all the way back up thinking, oh, I've been here before. The rabbit hole does have a very familiar vibration. It's repeat lessons. It's about learning. Sometimes we slip back into old thought patterns, old behaviors. Sometimes we don't recognize that we are slipping back down. And you can only start where you stand. If you find yourself back down the rabbit hole into a repeat lesson, into old behaviors, start where you stand. I had an interesting comment made to me very recently. Somebody said to me, "Oh, Lana, it must be so nice. It must be so nice to have your spirituality and to not have to repeat lessons or not have to slide down into rabbit holes." And I said to this person, wait 1 minute. Spirituality is not about perfection. You can be very spiritual and find yourself at the bottom of a rabbit hole. You can be very spiritual and have depression. You can be spiritual and have anxiety. You can be spiritual and get angry. You can be spiritual and be triggered. You can be spiritual and have parts of you that are not healed. Spirituality does not give you immunity or a buffer or a block to the human experience. Your spirituality is meant to guide and help you navigate through your learning process. And I think that this needs to be talked about a little bit because spiritual people don't hold all the answers. And spirituality is about learning and about being open to it, even when it's really tough. I have many, many experiences in the rabbit hole. I have found myself down there several times, and I roll up my sleeves and start with where I stand, using my spirituality to navigate out. And I think it's really important to kind of feel into that. It's really important to know that your spiritual toolbox holds the tools that are going to get you out once again from that rabbit hole. Repeat lessons are not always a bad thing. Repeat lessons are meant to teach and to show you. And as much as we do not like them, I do not like repeat lessons, but I do go into them with, what else do I need to learn here? Where is there room for growth? And it's about being able to shift the mindset just a little bit and being able to tap into that part of you that still has a little something to learn. And when you think about how we support other people in their learning and we support children in their learning, we need to kind of tap into that vibration and give it to ourselves with, I'm learning and I'm coming back out, and yes, I'm back down the rabbit hole, but the lesson is going to help me grow forward. Spirituality is about growth. It's about understanding. It's about having compassion for yourself. It's about being able to navigate through the hard times. It's about being able to ask for help. It's about being able to tap in to the parts of you that are growing. And I think it's really important to give yourself that understanding when you find yourself back down the rabbit hole, because we tend to stay in that rabbit hole the longer we lean into, being hard on ourselves with thoughts like, I should have known better, and why didn't I see that coming? We tend to stay down there a little bit longer than we truly need to. When we tap into being kind to ourselves through our learning, when we tap into loving ourselves unconditionally through our learning, it helps navigate the way out of the rabbit hole. Starting where you stand, giving yourself a little bit of a break while you learn is so important. And yeah, it's easy to get angry with ourselves. It's easy to feel that we're not good enough. But the longer we lean into that, the longer that we beat ourselves up for sliding back down a rabbit hole or doing something that we really shouldn't have done, the longer we stay down there. And Spirit wants us to learn. The angelics are here to help us back out. We have the tools in our spiritual toolbox to shine the light in that rabbit hole and find our way out. It's about navigating it all. It's about learning. It's about being able to roll up our sleeves and do the climb back out. I, for one, have found myself in many rabbit holes. I have, even very recently have gone down rabbit holes, and usually it's our mind that takes us there. It's usually our brain going back to old ways of thinking, and it kind of even just creeps up on us. Out of nowhere, we find ourselves being triggered. And spiritual people are triggered. So it's okay if you have found yourself back down that rabbit hole. It's okay if you're struggling with finding your way out. I really feel that we need to soften how we look at ourselves. We need to give ourselves that break. We need to be able to start where we stand and being able to go forward. And I think it's so important when it comes to understanding spirituality that, yes, spirituality is going to teach you how to get back out. I do hope that this little chit chat on going back down the rabbit hole resonates with you. I think that we've all had moments where we have gone down those rabbit holes where the repeat lessons reside. And I think that understanding that spirituality does not give you immunity from that. Spirituality does not take away the learning. Spirituality helps you navigate through it. I am always wishing you love, light, blessings, and a spirit-guided day.